Hi, welcome to the first episode of Insight Vortex. In this video, I'd like to tell you a story about Spotify, the game-changing music streaming service that has transformed the way we listen to and discover music. Imagine a world where your favorite songs are just a click away, where you can dive into an ocean of music so vast that it could take you a lifetime to explore. A place that brings artists and fans closer than ever before, shaping the way we discover, share, and experience music. That magical world exists today, and it's called Spotify. But how did it all begin? How has it evolved over the years? And what lies ahead in the future of this musical phenomenon? In this Insight Vortex episode, we will unravel the story of Spotify, from its birth to its global domination, and ponder the possibilities of what's yet to come. So, turn up the volume, settle in, and let's groove our way through the fascinating tale of Spotify. In the mid-2000s, two Swedish entrepreneurs, Daniel Ek and Martin Lorentzon, found themselves frustrated with the existing methods of acquiring music. Piracy was rampant, and purchasing individual songs or albums was becoming an expensive and inconvenient affair. This frustration led to the birth of an idea, a platform that would revolutionize the music industry and change the way we enjoy music forever. Daniel Ek, a tech-savvy entrepreneur, had already founded Vertigo, an online advertising company, while Martin Lorentzon was the co-founder of Trade Doubler, a successful digital marketing company. These two visionaries, with their combined experience in technology and marketing, decided to join forces and create a platform that would make music accessible, affordable, and legal for everyone. In 2006, Ek and Lorentzon started working on their idea, and they faced several challenges along the way. First, they needed to develop a technology that could stream high-quality music instantly without causing delays or buffering. This was no easy task, but after many sleepless nights and countless hours of coding, they finally created a lightning-fast streaming service that would become the backbone of their platform. Next, the duo faced the challenge of acquiring the rights to stream music from major record labels. This was a daunting task, as they had to convince these labels that their platform would not only be profitable but also help combat piracy. They spent months in negotiations, and after much persistence, they finally succeeded in securing deals with major labels, like Universal Music Group, Sony Music Entertainment, and Warner Music Group. With the technology in place and the rights to stream music secured, Ek and Lorentzon were ready to launch their innovative platform. In October 2008, Spotify was officially launched in Sweden, and it quickly gained popularity. The platform was initially invite-only, creating a sense of exclusivity, and as word spread about the groundbreaking service, Spotify's user base grew exponentially. However, the early days of Spotify were not without their struggles. The real game changer came in 2011 when Spotify expanded to the United States. This was no easy feat, as they had to negotiate licensing agreements with major record labels. But once they broke into the US market, Spotify's growth skyrocketed. Over the years, Spotify has reached several key milestones. In 2012, they reached 15 million active users and 4 million paying subscribers. Fast forward to 2021, and those numbers have grown exponentially to over 345 million active users and 155 million paying subscribers. Now, let's talk about some of the features that have played a significant role in shaping Spotify into what it is today. One such feature is the social aspect of the platform. In 2011, they introduced the ability for users to connect their accounts to Facebook, allowing them to see what their friends were listening to and share their favorite playlists. This social functionality played a huge role in the platform's growth, as people loved the idea of discovering new music through their friends. It also spurred the creation of collaborative playlists, giving users the ability to create and share playlists with friends or even the public. This feature has since become a staple in the music streaming experience. Another crucial aspect of Spotify's evolution is its commitment to personalized recommendations. In 2013, Spotify acquired the Echo Nest, a music intelligence company, to enhance its algorithm-driven music recommendations. This led to the development of features such as Discover Weekly, a personalized playlist that introduces users to new music based on their listening habits. This personalization didn't stop there. Spotify continued to invest in its recommendation engine, developing more playlists like Daily Mixes and Release Radar, which further tailored the listening experience to individual users. In recent years, Spotify has also expanded its content offerings beyond music. In 2015, they added support for podcasts, recognizing the growing popularity of this medium. This decision has paid off, as Spotify is now one of the top platforms for podcast consumption. Their focus on podcasts didn't stop there. In 2019, Spotify made a massive move by acquiring Anchor, a podcast creation and distribution platform, and Gimlet Media, a podcast production company. These acquisitions have allowed Spotify to delve deeper into the podcasting world, even producing exclusive content for their platform. Throughout its evolution, Spotify has faced its fair share of challenges. From navigating complex licensing agreements with record labels to competing with other streaming giants like Apple Music and Amazon Music, it's been a roller coaster of a journey. However, Spotify's ability to adapt and innovate has kept them at the forefront of the industry. They've not only transformed the way we consume music but also how artists can reach their fans and monetize their work. As Spotify looks ahead, it must navigate a landscape filled with both opportunities and challenges. One of the most pressing issues for the platform is market saturation. With a growing number of streaming services competing for a finite number of users, Spotify must find creative ways to differentiate itself from the competition and maintain its position as a market leader. User retention is another key challenge for Spotify. With millions of subscribers and active users, the platform must continuously evolve its features and user experience to keep listeners engaged and loyal to the service. To tackle these challenges, Spotify can look to emerging trends and strategies within the music streaming industry. One such trend is the expansion into new content formats. As the music industry continues to evolve, there may be opportunities for Spotify to explore new types of content, such as live concerts, virtual events, and interactive listening experiences. Another crucial aspect of Spotify's future strategy is its continued investment in podcasting. By acquiring podcasting companies like Anchor, Gimlet Media, and Parcast, Spotify has positioned itself as a major player in the rapidly growing podcast industry. As podcasts continue to gain popularity, this investment may prove to be a vital source of growth and user engagement for the platform. Exclusive content deals are yet another avenue for Spotify to differentiate itself and attract new users. By securing exclusive rights to popular podcasts, albums, or live performances, Spotify can offer unique content that is unavailable on other platforms, potentially drawing in new users and retaining existing ones. In addition to these strategies, Spotify should also keep a close eye on the evolving music industry landscape. As the industry undergoes continuous transformations, being aware of new trends and technologies will be crucial in ensuring that Spotify remains at the forefront of innovation. For example, the rise of artificial intelligence and machine learning in the music industry may present opportunities for Spotify to refine its recommendation algorithms and enhance its personalized user experience. Staying at the cutting edge of these technologies will help Spotify maintain its reputation as a pioneer in music streaming. Similarly, the increasing importance of data analytics in the music industry could provide Spotify with valuable insights into user preferences and listening habits. Harnessing this data effectively could enable the platform to offer even more tailored recommendations and playlists, further solidifying its position as a leader in music personalization. So, there you have it, the story of Spotify's evolution from a small Swedish startup to a global music streaming powerhouse. Looking back on Spotify's journey, it's clear that the company has come a long way since its humble beginnings in Sweden. Through innovation, determination, and adaptability, Spotify has transformed the way we listen to and discover music. Spotify's impact on the music industry is undeniable, as it has not only provided a legal and accessible platform for users to explore their musical interests but also changed the way artists and record labels approach content distribution and promotion. In many ways, Spotify has helped to democratize the music industry, opening up opportunities for independent artists and listeners alike. As we look ahead to the future of Spotify, it's evident that the company will continue to face challenges and opportunities in equal measure. But if its history is any indication, Spotify is well equipped to navigate these obstacles and continue to make waves in the world of music streaming. With its unwavering commitment to innovation and user satisfaction, there's no doubt that Spotify's story is far from over, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for this groundbreaking platform.